Considering that throughout these past few years of my life, I have been obsessed with finding love and getting into a romantic relationship. Whenever I kept trying to get into a relationship and find love and find meaning in all of this, all on my own initiative, it didn't actually work out. In the past year or so, I've went by the principle that, if I'm not gonna do the work that needs to be done in order to get to this kind of relationship, then who's gonna do it for me? And so I've been going out, I've been trying to meet more girls, I've been trying to message more girls, talk to more girls, ask a lot more girls out. And guess what? An entire year, I have not had any kind of success. Sure, there was like 1 or 2 times when it was very close to getting there, but that was it pretty much. And all that I was left with was disappointment and disgust in my own inability to focus on my own life and to just live life without overthinking, without just constantly worrying about this. Because I kept obsessively pursuing this, my mental health actually declined at this time. I've been feeling a lot more unhappy. I've been feeling a lot more meaningless, nostalgic over the good times in my past, restless, impatient. But let me tell you something, man. In the very few times when I somewhat lost focus on love and relationships because of some reason, right? Whether there was something in my life that had like a slightly bigger priority, or there was something that just got my attention for some reason, right? Whenever I slightly strayed away from that path of just obsessively thinking about love and relationships and trying to get those, I actually had bigger chances of getting into relationships. And this is the way that I actually had my first kiss in the first place. There was a point like almost 1.5 years ago when I was just focusing on other things in my life. I just slightly lost focus over relationships. I got rejected by a girl back then, and so for a while I just felt like I didn't need that. I didn't need to just kind of keep pursuing it and whatever, right? So I was just focusing on other things. I was focusing on my physical health. I was focusing on other aspects of my life. I was training hard in handball because this is the sport that I've been practicing for like 7 years. And then out of nowhere it happened. Out of nowhere I got into a relationship with a nice girl and things worked out to some extent up until they didn't. But what matters is that I lost track for a little while of this obsession that I had, and that is when it happened. And recently it's been the same thing. Whenever I just slightly lose track of it, whenever I get my mind off of this obsession and I just like slowly but surely stray towards something else, it's like things naturally work out. At the moment I'm talking to a very nice girl that I really like, and she's like a very high quality girl and she's amazing. But all of this happened just because I simply lost focus of this idea of love and relationships for like 1 or 2 or 3 days. And it happened. I'm not telling you that, if you just focus obsessively on something else for like 1 or 3 days, yeah, you're gonna naturally and randomly find love. No, but like chance also has a play in this. There's all these kinds of different factors, right? But let me tell you something, man, and I think this really makes sense, right? Whenever you're not focused on love and relationships all that much, it's like you're a different kind of person. Your personality changes entirely. Because when you are so desperate to get into a relationship with a girl, to be in a romantic relationship with another human being, you alter your emotions, you alter your personality in order to seem more appealing to that person. But in reality, you might actually be doing the opposite. You might actually seem a lot more needy, a lot more willing to just do whatever that person wants you to do without actually thinking of yourself. But when you think about other things in your life, when your priority just shift a little bit towards something else, but not completely away from love, right? But they just kind of shift a little bit. When that happens, it's like you're a completely different human being. It's like your life moves on and you actually feel a lot more meaningful and purposeful. You keep track of your own desires and your own way of life and what you want to do with yourself. And this is when I believe like your more authentic personality comes to life. Your more authentic feelings, your emotions, they are displayed in a different manner. Because you are no longer, for this short period amount of time, focused and obsessed over just trying to win somebody over. No, it's just you with your own self. For those few short moments, it seems like, even though it might be like weeks or months, for those few short moments in your life, because your life is a long life, right? It's like tens of years. This short moment, this short period, it just brings out the best in you, I believe. The fact that you focus on other things, while you still keep love and relationships in mind, you don't disregard these things completely, but you just kind of shift a little bit towards something else. That is when I believe you just seem more like the actual you. You no longer have like 50 different kind of worries and anxieties and fears in your mind, just constantly making you impatient, just constantly making you feel like you need to do something, or else things are not going to work out and you're going to be lonely forever. You're going to die old and alone. And plus, this is a nice way that you can improve your mental health. Because you might have not realized it, but if you've been doing this up until a point, like I have, if you've been obsessing over love and relationships and you've been actively trying to get into one, well, your mental health will decline a little bit because your life doesn't really benefit from not being authentic or just slowly declining towards something worse. So the main idea of this video that I want you to keep in mind is that you could try, if your priority lies on actually getting into a relationship with someone that you actually love, that you might actually love. Well, in that case, maybe it's time for you to stop obsessing over love. Make an active effort to focus on other parts of your life. And this has to be an active effort because, if you're just saying, oh, I should stop obsessing over love, and the next day you're still like randomly staring at girls on the street, like imagining an entire scenario in your mind when you're with this girl and you're slowly but surely like building up a nice relationship and it's beautiful, right? Bro, if you keep doing that, then you're not going to get anywhere. But if you make an active effort to not make these kinds of scenarios in your mind whenever you pass like a cute girl on the street, if you don't stop thinking about your girl classmates or co-workers or whatever they might be throughout this like love filter, if you're not gonna stop that, then you're not gonna get anywhere, man. Maybe it's time that you try to bring this focus, you force your mind, you force yourself for a while, for a period of time, to just simply think about other things, to simply obsess over something else. Try to find something else in your life, which has like a big priority. Whether it's health, whether it's fitness, whether it's relationships with your own family, whether it's your mindfulness, whether it's your spirituality, whether it's your studies, your career, whatever it might be. Put more focus on that aspect than on love and relationships and you will get far. Sometimes I like to think about love and relationships in a more magical way, right? Not considering that I think magic exists, but just think about it in that manner. If you let the wonder of life, the magic of life, intervene in your life, you stop trying to just always have control over what you're doing. Although, it's very nice to know that you're in control, that you're making progress, active progress towards something that you find meaningful. There will be plenty of times when you won't have that serenity, when you won't have that control. You won't have your hands on the steering wheel all the time. And this, I believe, is one of these things that you just cannot have your hands on the steering wheel because you don't know when you're gonna find love. You don't know when you're gonna actually find a nice girl to be in a relationship with. You just don't. So why don't you just take your hands off the steering wheel that you've been trying to grasp for so damn long and just let the wonder of life do its work? So yeah, man, I really hope that you have gained some value from this video. If you would like, you could subscribe to my self-improvement YouTube channel where I've been making self-improvement videos for more than a year now. You can like this video, you can share this video with other people who you think will also be able to gain some value from this. You can join my self-improvement Discord server, there will be a link to that in the description. And if you want to go on a free self-improvement one-to-one coaching call where we can talk about anything self-improvement related for free, then all you have to do is you have to click the Calendly link in the description of this video. So yeah, man. Stop obsessing over love, and I think you're gonna get far, man. I think we're all gonna find what we're looking for if we just put a little bit less accent on it. So yeah, bro, I'll see you next time. Good luck.